Hi everyone. So I have Bhumi Sharma with me, who secured an All India rank 61 in Clat 2025. She's from JPHS and she joined CLATPREP in December 2023. So first of all, Bhumi, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling very excited and elated. I believe it's a new part of my life and I have only dreamt of this, so it's a dream come true.
So when you actually started preparing for Clat, you had in your mind that you will be eventually landing up at NLSIU?
No, I mean, I thought that I would get a good college, but definitely NLSIU was the dream and I believe I've achieved it.
Great. So what was the section which you had the most difficulty with?
I mean, I believe it was different at different parts of the preparation. Initially, it was GK, then it became legal, then again it became GK, and then I believe in the end part it was CR.
Okay, so why there was so many kind of fluctuations in these sections?
It was more because whenever I felt weakened in some section, I would devote more time to it, and that would take off the time from other sections. So that ended up, in a cycle. So.
Okay, so finally, what was your score in the GK section?
In my GK it was 27. I had left one question, so it was 27.
So you scored 27 on 27, the attempted part. Yeah. Okay, great. That is great. So at one point of time when GK was one of the weakest, it turned out to be the strongest, wherein you are scoring 27. Okay, that is great to know. So that is a kind of inspiration the students can have when they feel that they are weak about a subject, but constantly practicing it obviously can lead you to tremendous results. So of the 5 sections, in your order of preference, how did you how did you attempt the paper, Clat paper?
I do CR first, after that GK, then legal, then maths, and then English.
Okay, any specific reason for this?
I believe CR, legal, and English, they are more reading based, and GK and maths, they are more, in GK you have that strike it wala capability. If you know the answer, you know. If you don't, you don't. In maths, you have to solve it. So it puts a break between everything. So you are reading passages and then you do maths, so you get a break. Then you do legal, then you get a break by doing GK, and then you do English. So that was the reason.
So जब आपने preparation start करी and you said that your weak areas kept on fluctuating. So अपनी strategy बताइए, how did you work on your weak areas to overcome them?
When I was a bit lagging behind in GK, it was more about practicing more GK questions, being more vigilant in class, doing and attending all the GK sessions. Because initially even I was a bit lapsed ki GK ho jayega, kar lenge. But then I started attending all the GK daily sessions, the daily news analysis. We had GK mantra, questions, GK tests. So doing that, you become more and more active. Newspapers are an important part, not only for GK but for other sections also. If I talk about legal, law grade helped a lot because the more active and the more attentive you are to legal issues around you, the more helpful it becomes when it actually comes in the mock. When it was CR, I said, so CR it is more about solving questions and actually analyzing whatever happened wrong in the previous mock. So that was it.
So when you attempted the paper, most of the students had one issue regarding the sitting arrangement set which was there in the Clat paper. आपने क्या किया उसमें?
So actually in my CR wala order, because I do CR first only, it was the 3rd passage. So when I thought it was a seating wala thing, I thought I would do it in the end. So I did the 4th passage and then I came to 3rd one. So ek baar mein obviously I wasn't able to solve it because the questions were wrong. So I was like, ki aage dekhenge. So then I went to GK. Then I, after when I was free with the whole paper, then I thought ki abhi end mein I have 10 minutes, I would do it then. So I have this habit ki whatever, I cannot solve at once, I cannot, just strike on that only. I leave it and I come at it at the end.
That is something great, and that is something you have to learn it, because if you get stuck on one particular set and you keep on wasting your time under the greediness that okay, devoting 2-3 minutes more can probably solve it, but eventually you will end up wasting your time. So that doesn't make sense. So you need to learn the art of switching if in case you get stuck in particular question or particular sets. So that is something which was the right decision, I believe. ठीक है. What about the mocks you practiced here?
So the mocks were top notch. I believe every kind of material that I have received from CLATPREP, it was one of a kind. Whether I talk about the rank booster series, the normal practice material, or the mocks. I mean, if there were few mocks which are very easy, there were few which were very difficult also. But overall, that feeling of competitiveness, it was always maintained through the mocks. There was always this feeling that there would be something new in the mock, something that I haven't read about. Because obviously, when you're going through GK and like let's say you're able to solve all the 28 questions, then there is that feeling that shit, I solved everything. So now what I know everything, I never got that with CLATPREP mock. So that was in itself a feeling of something ki I have to study more, a feeling of ki I have more to prepare, and that was a great boost for me.
Okay, great. So, in all, how many mocks did you write, and what was your pattern of doing the analysis of the mocks?
I mean, I wrote 60 to 70 mocks, I believe, at the minimum. And my pattern of analyzing it was, firstly, I would watch the videos, because as soon as I came home from the mock, I would do it, at that moment only, because the more you, delayed, the more you would forget what was your thinking, because that's what important, right? What you were thinking while you ticked an option. So I would watch the videos which you would get during the doubt solving sessions. Whatever doubt I had, I was always sure that I would take it up with my faculty. The main part about mock is the analyzing of it. I mean, I believe that if you're not analyzing a mock, writing the mock only is useless, because you need to learn from your mistakes. As I said in CR, the thing that helped me the most was analyzing it. I needed to know what was my mistake so that I wouldn't make it again. Because in GK you can study more, in maths you can solve more questions, but analyzing it is the major part about the reading part. And since 3/4 of the exam is reading, so you need to analyze it.
Great. Did you go through any newspaper?
The Indian Express.
Regular basis?
Yeah, most.
How did newspaper play a role in your CLAT preparation?
For GK it is obviously important, but more than GK it is about the reading part, because the more you're reading something, the more you are familiarizing yourself with different concepts, not only GK as such, but politics, international, national. The more you are familiarizing yourself with new topics, the more easier it becomes for you to actually go through them when they come in your mock or in your CLAT. Because if you already know a subject, you know ki I would be able to solve it, I have some basic knowledge about it, and that I believe is a great help. Because when I was reading the newspaper, I know ki I know this, and I knew 2 more things, so that helped my GK. But more than that, it helped me in my other sections, where I knew ki I have to go through this is how you read, this is how you skim through things, these are facts, I have to leave them, these are theory, I have to read them properly. That helped a lot.
That is great. So, how about the doubt solving sessions? What role did the faculties from CLATPREP played when you came to solve your doubts, and any kind of suggestions you had to take at any point of time? So, what was the role by the faculties here?
I mean, the faculty was everywhere. Like, they were always present to solve all of our doubts. They weren't ever getting like agitated ki why so many doubts, why so many this. They were always there. They were very calm throughout the process. They were there ki you have to do this, you have to do that. And apart from telling us the right answer, they were also able to give us a very good explanation ki why you did this wrong, why this should be eliminated, why this shouldn't be the answer at all. So that is the process about learning, right? You need to know ki not only why that is the right answer, but also what you did was wrong and why was it wrong. So that helped.
Quant had always been one of the strongest section for you, so we always believe that you will definitely do good in Quant. But what role Quant actually plays in the overall score of the mocks या फिर CLAT exam? That is something which I would like you to communicate to the students, because this is one area wherein students are generally afraid of, या फिर they are reluctant about solving Quant. So what is the importance of Quant as per you?
I mean, I believe that for me to get a good score, Quant was make or break it, because sometimes in mocks you get those questions which you're not able to solve, you cannot remember the formula. So if I wasn't able to solve a set, it was always like इस बार तो marks तो गए, because Quant was make or break. You can get 12 marks, and 12 marks is a great post. It is 80 to 92, 90 to 102. So you cannot be expecting to leave 12 marks, especially in an exam where every mark counts. So Quant for me, it was easier also because I have maths in school, so that helped. So basic calculation were easier. Apart from that, the kind of help, the kind of practice material that we were solving for maths, it was very easy, and it was very, not only easy, but it was something we could comprehend. The faculty wasn't always talking about in big terms, but we were able to get real learning, and we were able to solve the passages throughout the help which they gave us.
What suggestion would you like to give to the CLAT aspirants who would be writing their CLAT next year?
Firstly, do quants. It is very important. You cannot be expecting to leave out a whole section. Secondly, read as much as you can. Not only newspapers, read everything, because you need to have a very good reading ability to go through a mock which is 3/4 reading. And especially if you get a GK section as reading material, then you have to be very good at reading. Your speed should be very good about reading. You should know ki you shouldn't be stuck on a question. You should know ki okay, if you cannot solve it, most probably many people wouldn't be able to solve it. So you need to know the art of letting go. You need to actually go through some things, and if you're not able to solve it, leave it. You would come back to it later on. you need to know कि some mocks would be good, some would be bad. Everything is a part of the process. So.
All right, Bhumi, it was wonderful having you on board. I wish you all the very best for your future endeavors as well. And obviously, you made us proud, and I believe that you and your parents and we as mentors are definitely happy about it.
Thank you.
Thank you.